It is one of the last sunny days for a little bit windier than I expected. Thought it was gonna be a calm day, but gonna go paddle, I guess, into the wind and into the current. The tide's going out pretty heavy already. And we're gonna try and get through Port Townsend Channel here, starting at Port Hadlock. This is Oak Bay out there, if you can see that. Probably not at all. Try and paddle through the channel. All right, 42 degrees, a lot of wind, heavy outgoing current. Let's do it. Here at the outlet, or the inlet, whatever you want to call it, Port Townsend Channel. Tide's a little bit lower than I expected, so I think we are going to go ahead and double check our tides right here. Make sure that we're on point. Make sure I don't get stuck on the other side of it. So I thought the current was supposed to be ripping out by now. It is 12:30, and I think high was like at 10. Alright, check the tides. We are right on, exactly as I thought. About halfway of going out. I just thought it would be ripping a little bit more. It's like an 8-foot change. But maybe once we get in there, it'll be ripping. So we're gonna go ahead and paddle through, paddle over to Oak Bay, and then probably paddle back through. We'll see what we do. Definitely a ripping current. Definitely just couldn't see it from over there. I'll do a little spin. I think you can see into the water back there. I'll probably show you the current as we come on back through this thing. See, probably not at all. Probably not at all. But got to be a 4 or 5 knot current ripping out there. Through it, get around that point right there. Alright, we ferried over to this side of the channel. That side's like straight up the rock, so at least it's a little shallower over here. I think there's a little bit less current. Wind's against us too, so a little hard to tell. That water's definitely moving against us, definitely paddling upstream. So I think in that regard, we're going to call this the salmon run, because you're swimming upstream like a salmon. But pulled out on this little shoal, pulled out on this little shoal to have a sip of water. We're almost there. I think I can power through. The mouth just gets narrow, so it's just gonna be a lot of water coming in, but just gonna blow through it and get it. Well, that was great. All the way out through, actually. So I'm just drifting for a minute and see what the speed is right here on the current. I seems like we got to be moving about 4 miles an hour, 3-4 miles an hour maybe. To make sense, because I was moving very, very slowly, and I probably paddled 4.5 to maybe 5 miles an hour when I get little bursts of speed. So we're doing pretty good. There's a lot of current. I feel like if you can get through it in this current, you can pretty much get through it without anything. Got to work the eddies. Eddy on that side, coming up, and then you jump over and ferry across after the bridge over to like Indian Island County Park. Then you catch that eddy, and then this mouth you just got to push through. It's just a lot of water moving. Yeehaw! I'm gonna paddle along with this and see how fast I can go through this thing. Gosh darn! One good thing about having the selfie stick is that we can get shots of the water, because I think you should see what that current looks like out there.